The young lady turned to her grandfather, looking slightly confused, wondering how to ask such a silly question. You see, to her, there were questions that were difficult to ask, but to him, at his age, there were no questions that didn't deserve an answer. He noticed her inquisitive look and nudged her with his elbow. "What's on your mind?" he asked. She huffed a little, gathered courage and just spoke. "Grandad, I know that I don't know everything, even though I come across like I do, but how do I get what I want in this world?" He paused for a second, thinking about how best to answer the question, then, eventually, he answered with a knowing smile. "The world is a simple place, with science explaining most things, but where it gets complex is how messed up humanity seems to make things. If you truly wish to learn, really want to know all that there is to know, then visit the oldest library you can find." Confused, but only a little bit, she asked, "Why the oldest?" "You should visit the oldest because that's where the truth of that day resides. There are many sources of information, but over the years, many have been changed, rewritten, to ensure that the wealthy stay as they are and the mass population where they supposedly should be. But," he paused, emphasizing the importance of the next comment, "the more you learn, the more you see the world for what it is and the more you realize what humanity has become. You must strengthen yourself for all of the cruelty in this world with the beauty within the same places." Understanding what her grandfather said, she thought for a few seconds, taking in the advice, to which she finished her question with one last statement. "The cruel thing about knowledge is that many, many millions would prefer not to change, would prefer to keep things as they are. Ignorance is not an excuse for doing nothing. Enlighten yourself, but hold the burden of knowing, otherwise it will consume you." She smiled as he turned to continue fixing the wooden chair. "Thank you," she replied. "Thank you very much." At this she decided, within her heart, to learn as much as she could, when she could, about whatever subject she needed at the given time. She had her plan, her life plan.